Hey guys. I am doing another live. Let me get settled here. I decided to change up the environment a little bit. Instead of always being stuck at my desk, my hair's doing something crazy today. I'm sure if those of you who have watched me a couple of times know when I wear my hair like this, it's like a signature for serious real talk. We're also gonna have some fun too. I'm gonna add some color to my lips and add a little bit of color to my cheeks, using actually today our eye palette. So I'm excited about that, just have a natural glow. And I can't even believe what I'm wearing today, you guys. I don't know what's happening with Colorado weather, but it is, I haven't been outside, but it's gorgeous. So I thought I'd put on something fun. But I'll probably need a jacket, who knows. But it's nice to change up the environment a little bit and just hang out with you guys. And as I stated, this is my real talk hair. So, you know, there's just something bugging me. Hey, Christine. I am just feeling a little frustrated, and I just thought I would just hop on here and kind of vent because I can't be the only one. You know, I just have a real issue with rude people. I have a real issue, right? I know. I just have a real issue with rude people who are, who feel that they have the right to walk around talking and giving their opinions to other people and things that don't even concern them. Does this bug anybody else? It bugs me. It really does. I really feel like, you know what, if you guys, like not you guys watching because you're not like this, but if someone is watching that's like this, you better listen up. That's all I have to say. No, but I wonder if people realize when they give their opinions without any concern for the other person, just the entitlement and absolute self-absorbed ridiculousness that goes on with that. If they realize that they could be the person that jacks up that other person's life that they're talking to forever, because their words can truly hinder them. They can create a hurdle, especially when people haven't worked through their feelings of inadequacy or their feelings of, or they're trying to build up that courage, that bravery to step into something that may not make sense to everyone watching. But when you verbalize your opinion, you better as heck be ready to accept the responsibility that you could be jacking up that person's entire existence. That's really how I feel. I really feel like the goal, the ego to think that, you know, your words without any buffer whatsoever are merited to say to someone, speak into their life. I don't know, it just really bugs me a lot. And I see it happen a lot to people. And I don't know, it just kind of ticks me off. So that's what I will say more, but what I also want to show you guys is I'm taking the Must Do, which is the face oil that it's good for all skin types, doesn't clog your pores. I love to put it on before my foundation, but I also love to use it to transform our eyeshadow palette. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and I just made a big mess, I'm going to take this pink right here, which you can see I've been kind of, you know, sticking my finger in a little bit. Oh, hold on. And what I did was I took it, oh gosh, see? I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I added the Must Do in that pink eyeshadow tone, and I'm gonna use it to make kind of a dewy look on my cheeks, and we'll see if it works out or not, I don't know. But I'm honestly just gonna put it on with my finger and just kind of spread it. You could probably do this also with a foundation brush instead of palming your face like I am, but I think that this is just fine, isn't it? But I like the Must Do a lot because I feel like it really does give a dewy appearance, and as we go into the months, just where, I mean, I feel like summer is, like spring is definitely here. We got our bulbs starting to pop, our tulips and things are starting to show up. I mean, with Colorado though, we could get a massive like snowstorm and like this weekend and kill everything. But anyways, as we go into these more, the spring, summer months, people are looking for less makeup and just a little bit more of a natural look at times. So I thought this would be cool to show you guys. I'm so glad I put my dogs outside because they're barking. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Can you guys see that? Or do I need to like get super close? Can you see the difference of color? And you can see I haven't painted my nails. Yay, I need to do that. So what I'm also gonna do now is I'm gonna take and do the same thing with our bronzer. So like this is my go-to. You can put this on with a brush totally dry, but I thought it would be fun to try it with the Must Do and see if I can get that dewy appearance and kind of shape the face a little bit. But back to what I was saying, for those of you who are hopping on, I just, I had someone message me today who just had, the negativity and people who speak negative comments into people's life. That's kind of what I'm on my soapbox today about that. And I feel like it can come in the form of, I was just telling this to my team actually, it can come in the form of family, parenting, marriage. It can come in the form of careers outside of network marketing, but it can also come in the form of people in the network marketing industry feeling like they have to share their opinion on why their stuff, their platform is better. And all of it I find really, really just disgusting. And I think it really shines a big fat spotlight on the person delivering the message. To have that much ego, that much just inner focus that they don't care what they say and how it's going to affect other people. And sometimes it comes across malicious, sometimes it's passive aggressive, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes it comes in the form of close people in your life doubting your journey. I've seen this happen too, where they just feel like they have to insert. And isn't it the hardest when it's people that are close to you that don't believe in what you're doing? I know that can be really, really hard because it's often those people that you're closest with, whether it's family, friends, doesn't really matter, where it hurts the most. And it makes you question what you're doing. And that's why I said at the beginning of this, sometimes I just hope the people that open their mouths and just spew whatever they want to say really do understand that when they speak, they are heaping on the responsibility of being a wing clipper in that person's life. Like, your words can truly detour some people who haven't quite figured out their value system. Their value, they don't see their goals yet. They don't see how they can get out of their circumstances, right? So they're trying to build up the courage and all of those things. And here comes a negative person, someone with an opinion that they shouldn't even be speaking, that doesn't speak life, that doesn't speak encouragement. And as a result, you take these people who need to be built up, who need to be equipped, who need to be told that they are capable, that they can do anything that they put their mind to. If they want to go back to school, awesome. If they want to open up a storefront boutique, amazing. If they want to start a network marketing business and go against the 9-to-5 grain, that's amazing. If they want to have 5 dogs, that's great instead of 1. If they want to have 12 children, who freaking cares? Like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm kind of fired up about it. Clearly. I know that I need to probably go have a glass of wine after this because I feel frustrated. So here's what I'm doing now. This is actually the bronzer that I showed you added with the Must Do. You can see how it really becomes almost like, what this reminds me of is our Liquid Sunshine that I showed in that post where I did one leg versus the other, and that's more of a body lotion. But we're gonna see how this works. I've never done this before, but I'm kind of nervous. I'm nervous. Should I do it? I don't know. Are you guys even here with me? I don't know if you're here. Or am I all by myself, huh? So I'm just using my finger. You guys, we have amazing brushes and tools to do this, but you know, this is what we're gonna do, especially since I'm not at my desk. Hey you guys. Is what I'm saying ringing true, or am I just like, you know, going on and on? I know. I'm just tired of seeing people beat down, and it often is at the hand of someone with an opinion that they should never even have. I'm like, it makes me so mad, right? It really does. Unless those people's opinions are gonna pay your bills, I'm telling you right now, cut them off. Don't give them the power. You know, when you are told something that you know just doesn't ring true with your spirit, it's someone being hard on you or whatever, you have to just bless and release it. Don't detour your plans based on these people. Use it as fuel. Otherwise, you know what, you guys, the wing clippers in your life win. They win. When you detour your plans, you do something differently because you know, this person said this, so, you know, whatever, you know what I know I'm being vague, but there's so many different circumstances that this could apply to. I'm gonna put a little bit here at the base of my lip of the bronzer. And I learned this from, I think it was Megan who did this on a video. But if you don't have, I don't know if this is working or not. It's hard with this lighting. Can you see that at all? So when you add a little bit of like a highlighted color, not highlighted, but I would say probably more of like the bronzer, or even using one of our darker concealers, and you place it at the base of your bottom lip, what it can do is create an illusion that you have bigger bottom lips, and I don't have big lips, so I thought I would give it a try. The other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use our Must Do again, which if you guys are just joining us and maybe you're replay watchers, but regardless, the Must Do is a face oil that all skin types can use. And I love, like I said, using it before my foundation. We don't need a lot of, our foundation goes really, really, like a long way. But the Must Do really gives a really dewy appearance to the face, and it's amazing if you want to wear it you can put it on at bedtime, you can do it in the morning for just that soft glow on your skin. Maybe you're watching this, hey Marty, maybe you're watching this and you don't, you know what just came through on my phone? I'm just gonna tell you right now. I don't know how they're getting my number, but I keep getting these texts that are like, if you wanna make $50,000 this week, reply yes. You know, I'm like, you know, scammers. Anyways, so what was I talking about? Oh, the face oil is something that I like to put on. It's a dewy, like those of you who are watching that maybe aren't huge on makeup, the Must Do gives your skin such a refreshing look. It's so good for your skin. But I'm showing you guys today, along with my rant about mean people, how to transform our eye palette, which I love, love, love our natural eye palette. It just has pretty much every color you could ever want. And I wanted to show you how you can transform that palette and use it in really versatile ways. So what I've done is I've taken one of the pink colors, and I'll put the color of what I've used down below in the comments on my cheek using Must Do. Gives a really dewy look. I've used our bronzer actually instead of the eye palette with the Must Do to just create a little bit of definition in the side of my cheeks here, and just add that sun-kissed glow. And I could keep building on it, but I don't want to keep you guys here forever. But what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take the lighter and the darker pink with the Must Do. We'll see how this goes. What I find really wonderful about our eyeshadow pigments, and I really should have thought of this before I moved locations, because I seriously I'm making a huge mess on my couch, but it's okay, right? You gotta just go for it. I was getting tired of the same backdrop, you know, I needed to change it up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the lightest pink we have in our eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna add a little bit of Must Do. I'm gonna show you what it looks like here on my hand before I put it on. Can you see that? So it literally becomes a lip color, and that's what I'm gonna attempt here. I may have to thicken it up, but let's see how it goes. And I really wanted just a really light pink. Thank you, Christine. I'm working on our house. We bought a fixer-upper big time a year ago. And when we moved in here, the wall behind me had blue and dark gray metallic striped walls. There was gold fleur-de-lis and maroon walls, and our wood, we put in wood floors, but the floors were literally like a slate blue that were about 20 years old throughout the entire house. You know, the oak. Our banisters, we just painted, it's like a black. We're redoing those, but those were like an oak color. Everywhere in our house was oak. It was insane. Insane. It's kind of a diamond in the rough, though. I'm always up for a challenge. I've been repainting my kitchen since Christmas, all the cabinets and stuff, because those were oak. And it's almost done. I have two more cabinet fronts, and the kitchen will be totally different. I can't wait to put up some before and afters of that. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. So basically, I've used our eye palette and our bronzer as cheek highlighter, using the pink eyeshadow on my cheeks to add that dewy look. Obviously, all of the carbs I ate yesterday is still on my brain. Do you want to know something, you guys? I'm so embarrassed to even state this, but I'm going to tell you anyways. Maybe I'll get some judgy, mean comments emailed to me or messaged to me, but I don't really care. I had 2 bagels. This is not all at once, so don't be judgy. But I had 2 bagels, a half of a cinnamon roll, and a personalized key lime tart. Yesterday, I did do that, and it wasn't all at one time. It was like socially, like it was the acceptable thing to do. Like when was, you know, a business meeting, and they were getting a goodie, so I had to get something, and you know, and then the bagels were all my fault because we don't ever have them in the house, and they were so good, I just couldn't not eat it. So I'm working on a cleanse. I'm going to do a cleanse. I know. I'm ashamed. I have never eaten so badly before, but it's good because I'm working up until to a little detox action, and you know, I need to get ready for bathing suit season. I can't be eating 1,000 bagels. What the heck, right? I don't even know what the point of that was. There's a reason to tell you that. I don't know. Oh, because I said, yeah, that's right. Okay, so what do you guys think of this? Can you guys tell a difference with the cheek color when I got on versus after? The products are versatile, that's the point. You can play with it if you're courageous enough to kind of get into the palettes and try it out. You don't need 1,000 different products. You can really utilize just a few colors and do huge things. I use our eye palette for whatever, Karen. I know, I'm a squirrel. But you can use the natural eye palette for your eyes. I use it for liner. I use it for my eyebrows. I can use it for cheek color like I just showed, and I used it for lip. So there's a lot of ways to use it. And you know what? If you feel like there's mean people that need to hear my message about them being lame, feel free to share this, because you know, that was really, I wanted to show you guys some tips and tricks for the makeup, but I also felt like, you know what, I just feel like sometimes you have to speak out against mean people. And you know what, before you open your mouth, make sure that it's gonna breathe life into someone, because you could very well be the responsibility for detouring someone's life and them not stepping into their destiny because you opened your mouth and created bondage in their life, and that is what words do. So if you can't say something nice, shut your mouth. That's all I have to say. I'm tired and sick and tired of having people in my life that I see affected by people's mean comments. And sometimes it's not even a comment, sometimes it's an action. Sometimes it's removing validation or removing encouragement, when it just is, it's a power move. It's someone that is so entitled, so inwardly focused on themselves to think that their opinion matters. Well, has it ever occurred to them that perhaps they don't have it all in the context that they need to even have an opinion, you know? And I just think in this day and age, you see way too often people who tear down, who as a power move relinquish praise, who just because they don't understand it, right? And the last thing, I know that I feel like I'm on a squirrel rant, but it's fine because I feel like, you know what, this message needs to be heard. This is who I am. So if you're watching my lives, you know that I kind of go all over a little bit, but that was the point of this live. It was just speaking out against it. And if you're in another direct selling company and you feel the need to point out how your products are superior, they clearly are not, because you are lacking so much confidence in your own product that is a threatened move. To tear down someone else means that you feel threatened. So if the product wasn't great, you wouldn't feel the need. That's right. And you know what? And like I said, to those who are watching who haven't been told today, you are freaking fabulous. The world needs you. You are beautiful. Right? You were created for a purpose, destined to impact this world with your ripple effect. And if you have one person behind you, great. If you have no one behind you, it doesn't freaking matter, because you were born and created to make an impact. And the people in your life who do not realize that suck and don't deserve to have an opinion. And when you guys reroute your plans and you stop posting and you stop talking and you stop doing your lives, or you stop talking about your product or whatever it is, I don't care. You know what happens? You give them the power and they win. And most of these people who are talking this way to you don't even remember their words. They don't even know. They're so self-focused on themselves that they don't even know that you rerouting your plans, that they did any of that. So you're giving them way more credit than they deserve. Use it as fuel. This is just a hurdle in your journey. You are a good mom. You are a good wife. You are a good friend. You are beautiful. There's no one in the world like you. And letting the jerks win does yourself and your future and your family and your legacy a disservice. And it just pisses me off. So save this video, because I almost cried. I almost did. I almost cried, and then my lashes would have fallen down my face. They would have gotten stuck down here. My wing that I never quite ever get right is finally good. That would have come off. And it would have been a mess, because the ugly cries almost came, because I'm so sick and tired of people not being treated nicely. I really am. So save this when you want to be told you are special, beautiful, you are appreciated. And watch out for the people who are breathing into your life only for their own self-motivation and gratitude. I don't know if I said that right. But there are also the wolves in sheep's clothing that only tell you what you want to hear so that they are promoted, so that they get a platform. And I could do an entirely different video on this, and I probably should, so I don't continue going on. But I just have to, I just feel like I need to say that. And I said it a little bit with the leadership. Last time I had a little rant was on the leadership thing. But there are also those people who speak into for their own self-motivation, their own self-promotion. So trust your instincts. Okay. I'm all worked up now. What am I going to go do? I don't know. I need to go run or something. That's right, Carmel. Thank you guys for watching me on my squirrel rant. And if you have questions about any of this, get back to me, whether it's about the eyeshadow must-do or this message. I feel like the makeup took a little bit of a backseat today, but that's okay. Castine, I think, oh no, I don't have any more. I had another bagel this morning. They're gone now, which is good. It's a really good thing, and you know, it's a really good thing, but I definitely think that I'll be needing to go for a run. It won't be a bad thing, though. I think I'm going to do that. You think my lashes will stay on if I go run? I'm still learning how to glue them on. Oh, well, I love you guys, too. Thanks for hopping on, and yeah, I hope you have a rocking day, a rocking Thursday, and that you just don't let people steal your freaking amazingness. Hi, Sam. Hi, Mr. Incredible. You missed my rant. You missed it. But anyways, guys, have a good day. Let me know how it's going. Oh, crap. I almost forgot. And that was not a professional thing to say on this video. Please forgive me. I hope I didn't insult anyone. So one thing that Limelight is doing, this is really important, I need to say it, and it's a total squirrel moment, but it's important, it's something to end with here. Who just laughed? Limelight is exploding, okay? And no, this is not a recruiting dig or anything like that. I'm just pointing out the facts. I'm pointing it out. We are growing so rapidly, like crazy. And I mentioned before, we're moving, there's a 40,000 square foot warehouse, we're moving, I mean, it's just crazy. You don't even understand. It's insane. It's exciting. And what they are doing as they're working through setting up the new fulfillment lines, getting into the warehouse, all of those things, is that they are doing something awesome for customers. They are offering free flat rate shipping. When you do flat rate, you have to know you're going to be waiting for your product. You know, it's about 11 business days, and even at some moments, it's pushed a little bit beyond that. But if you are okay with that, and you are just patient, because you know that Limelight products are superior. No, I'm just kidding. No, but they really are awesome, and they are worth waiting for. So, free flat rate shipping is amazing. There's also some little perks that are being offered. I'm not going to put on here for customers receiving their order because, you know, I don't know if it's happening in all of the packages. I don't want to give false hope, false promises. But I will say that the free flat rate shipping is pretty phenomenal and just a perk. So just know that when you're thinking about ordering. I have to go. I'm going to go hop on a call right now, but I love you all. Thanks for letting me vent. Talk to you soon.